gotta put you over, Prophet.
Yeah, man. Glorious. That's the way to start this thing off. What's up, everybody? Thank you, the He Hate Me. He start like titling himself the He Hate Me. What's up, everybody? Why is it here to finally get started on reviewing WWE Backlash 2016 pay-per-view? This is kind of what I do here. If you are new here and this is going to be a thing.
Why is a Battleground? Shane came out after Roman hit Styles with a low blow and restarted
going to go.
the match, saying that is not how we are going to that in the new era.
RBI.
But where is Heath tonight?
Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. Like, he will write his entire obituary in the donation section. That's what he does. Let me introduce this thing. Fuck, kind of threw me off topic there. I'm Wiser. I do this review thing. Once in a while, I might do some talk wrestling videos. If you are a fan of wrestling, and you're not one of those people that like to watch reviewers that are just like people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and oh, god damn it. Okay, you can do it. There you go. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Keep it going. There you go. Yes. You can. Come on. The little engine that could. Yes. Put some oil in your tank. Come on. You can do it. Oh, there. Oh, yeah. There it is.
I got to see my Tigress Becky win the title live and see AJ become the new phenomenal champion while you sat at home thinking of ways to bury me. I'm donating for self-pronation, not to help you out, Wiza.
If you're a fan of reviewers that like to make logical sense and don't just sound completely retarded, have zero direction in what it is that they're talking about, and just aren't complete dicks, kind of a dick. But if you like logical wrestling talk, here's the place that you want to subscribe. For those of you who are interested in leaving any support for the channel, you can do it in a plethora of ways. One will be dropping a like on said video, being this one. As a matter of fact, let's see how many folks we have live in here. As you can see, I got my gimmick chat over there. I would like the gimmick chat to say hi to the YouTubes. If you guys can definitely say hi. So far, as of this moment, we are nearing 400 people watching live as we are just starting. I'm going to drop a like on this myself. Since we're going up to 400, I would just like one of you guys to drop a like on the stream. Another way that you can support the channel would be to simply subscribe and keep yourself updated with whatever reviews or predictions or tidbits of other videos, wrestling videos that I throw in here.
Every day. Every night. All the time.
Gives me a water break.
Did you hear the abuse towards Dean?
Yes.
WYZA, the AJ Styles, random, RBI, I gotta write in this, you got me. Also, did you see that Kurt Dawkins is gonna be called the Phenomenal One?
What? Hold on. I'm gonna get to these in a minute. Thank you, G-Man and the He Hate Me. Fuck Zach and Stacks. And thank you, the RBI. By the way, I've been checking you out, RBI. Like, I did a little homework. I see that you run track too. You run an 800 in cross country. Cross country sucks, by the way. But 800, more power to you running that shit. That's crazy. Yeah, by simply subscribing to the channel, keep yourself updated. That's another way to support the channel. And if you want to do what these guys are doing and completely destroy my reviews, my live reviews, there's a link in the description in which you can do so. There's special alerts for special donations. One being $420 to Roman Reigns, the other being $888 for Naomi's ass jiggling, and then $20.69 and above for anything related to that greatness that started us out, which is the Eva Marie. Now, let's get started talking. Oh, also follow me on Twitter, where I do my wrestling chatter and a bunch of other snarky shit that I like to do. My Twitter handle is @WyzanoW, WYZANOW. We are done with the plugs. Let's start reviewing this thing. I don't have my list of matches in front of me, Let's see. Should I pull them up? I'm gonna pull them up. Let's go WWE.gimmick. Yes, we're gonna leave here. So let me say what I feel about the show as a whole. Right? Let's do that. Let's go to full results before I start breaking this down match by match. Here's how I feel about this pay-per-view. I have mixed feelings about this pay-per-view because, excuse me, I do feel as though this pay-per-view was a good pay-per-view. In a sense of presentation, in a sense of matches, how well the performers performed, a surprise match of the night, surprising match of the night. I think that with what SmackDown has to work with, I think they delivered. The simple con that I have on this is booking decisions. Now, booking decisions not so much as who won and who lost, but just booking decisions on what small things could have made things a lot better. It could have put people over more. I just think that there's small booking decisions that happen in this show that needs to be corrected. They probably never will because WWE. And I'm going to, in a sense, kind of rebook some small things in this one. So, that's my just small... Oh, there's Naomi. There she is.
It always scares you. Got 400 people in here. Need at least 8,900,000,000 likes on this stream. Hashtag fuckrex.
Well, to be corrected, we no longer have 400. We're nearing 500 people watching the stream now. Thank you, that he hate me. Now, before I get started on reviewing the stuff, because I was actually about to pull up the next screen so we can start reviewing. Let me go over these donations, see what people are talking about. At Battleground, Shane came out after Roman... Wait, what? After Roman hit Styles with a low blow? And restarted the match? Wait, what? At Battleground, Shane came out after Roman hit Styles with a low blow and restarted the match, saying that is now how we are going to get in a new era. I actually believed you for a second. Like, hold up. Did we have a dark match at Battleground? But where is he tonight? It's true. Where is the Roman tonight? All right, let's see. Zach and Stacks. All right, he said it's not here to help me and self-promotion, so we're going to bury that. G-Man, did you hear the boost toward the Dean? Yes. The crowd was clearly pro AJ Styles. He hate me. Wiser, the AJ Styles, random. RBI, but I got to write an essay. You got me? Yeah. Let's see. Also, did you see that Kurt Dawkins is going to be called the Phenomenal One? I don't know who Kurt Dawkins is. I know who Kurt Hawkins is, and that better not happen. It always scares you. Got 400 people in here, need at least 8,900,000,000 likes on the stream. Hashtag fuck Rex. All right, now we can start reviewing this hoe, and I'm actually surprised that we started with the match that we started with. And that would be this. I came prepared. See. This one, nice and empty.
Every night,
Got a second one for you.
all the time.
The AJ Dean match would have been better with a burning hammer off the top rope.
Good Lord. Hell, jeez, you want to kill somebody? My God. Just absolutely kill a guy that way. Shit. Burning hammer off the top rope. Who was that? Because I didn't catch the name. That's the A Young. Thank you, the A Young. So this match right here is where we have to start rebooking things. I mean, we got to start rebooking things from the start. Now, I did see that there was a pre-show match with the Apollo Creed and Baron Corbin's stomach.
Shane at Payback said that DQ is not how we are going to end championship matches. But where was he tonight?
Somebody won off a DQ. Let's see, the women's match. Becky won straight up. The tag team match. Heath, Slater, he won straight up. And AJ Styles match. He got a pin victory. Who won in the DQ? Was there like a cruiserweight match that I missed? I don't know. All right. So this match right here is where we start to rebook. I think I got to point this way. Yeah, all right, that way. Is where we have to start our rebooking. Not with who won, because I predicted that Becky would win. Becky won. But more so how they structure these multi-person matches. The match starts off with all 6 of them in the ring. And then instantly, 4 of them find a way to get out of the ring. Not only get out of the ring, but get out of the ring long enough so that 2 women can be in there and have like a pretty good sequence. A pretty lengthy sequence. And it's like, you just got pushed outside. Like, why are y'all outside selling death already? And the match just started.
Every day.
This is gonna go on. This
Every
is gonna go on.
All the time.
Can we have a moment of silence for Bray Wyatt? Hashtag dicks out for Bray.
Yo, that's a good one. Yo, that's clean. Hold on, who said that one? That's Audi 500. Yo, my man, that is a good one. Dicks out for Bray. Dicks out for the Harambe. Dicks out for Bray. All right. Why is it trying to act like he doesn't see the hypocrisy? Where's the hypocrisy? I don't see any hypocrisy. I don't see inconsistency. If you are speaking about Shane not coming out to reverse a no DQ, I'm still trying to figure out who got DQ'd. Who got DQ'd tonight? I have no idea who got DQ'd tonight. I'm going to go through these matches, and maybe it'll pop up to me who got DQ'd, because I have no idea what the fuck y'all talking about. Or what he's talking about. Now I'm going to ignore Ninja for the rest of the stream. Let me talk! Alright. So we start off this match. 4 women magically find their way outside of the ring. Instantly, we have Becky and Naomi in the ring, and I like the way they started their square off, because once they got them out of the ring, Becky kind of looked at Naomi like they're just looking at each other, and Becky's like, all right, this is us. Let's go. Let's do this. It's like, it's like, all right, we got the fodder out of the ring. Let's get to work. And Naomi's like, fucking let's go. I like that. And I like the exchange they had. It was a really, really good exchange. That had a lot of counter in it. Had some chain wrestling countering in it. I was actually surprised, because I don't think I've ever seen this out of Naomi. Out of Becky, I expected, because Becky can wrestle a plethora of styles. But out of Naomi, you pretty much just see her do. She's pretty basic, and she incorporates, I want to say, kind of cheerleader-esque things to her arsenal. Never really seen her doing any type of chain wrestling, or never seen her do any type of countering. And this was a good sequence they had between them. She gets tossed out of the ring, because now somebody else's turn to come in, right? Becky goes up to the top ropes. Alexa Bliss knocks her down. Now it's you guys' turn to have a sequence. You shouldn't be going, like sequence where it's like, okay, 2 in the ring, another one out. 2 in the ring, 4 out. Like, get the fuck in the ring and wrestle. Another thing that I would rebook is a logical thing. You have heels in this matches and you have faces in this matches. It's pretty split evenly, where you have 3 and 3. And there's one point in the match where Natalya...
Carmella was all about killing Nikki. Hashtag
Oh,
mod
yeah.
me. Hashtag dicks out for Bray. Hashtag fuck ninja.
Did he hate me? I can only mod you if you speak. So...
Every day. Every night. All the time.
You can't bury me forever, Wiza. I'm gonna go knees and Becky tonight.
Sounds like a good idea. Who is it that doesn't want to be buried? I gotta keep that up on my screen. I'm trying to see the chat and everything at the same. Oh, that's a Zack and Stacks. Okay, well, no, you buried me first. Now I know how Joe Cronin feels when he doesn't get a chance to talk because of the notifications. It's pretty cool. Okay. Any link for the online live stream? I don't know of any online live stream, though. All right. I'm still waiting for the He Hate Me to speak. Oh, there he is. So, here's where I say another booking decision needs, they need to change something. And it is I'm trying to think if it was this particular match or was the next. It was this match. There was a particular sequence where Natalya had one of the faces, I believe it was Nikki, in the corner. And Carmella, I believe it was Carmella, came into the ring. And Nikki asked her, "Do you want to help?" Now, I believe this is after Alexa Bliss got put out. Naomi got put out early. She was the second one put out. That was surprising to me. Alexa Bliss getting eliminated first, I can understand. Because they don't have anything for her. They haven't built her toward anything. They haven't given her any real presentation. So her getting eliminated first makes sense. Naomi getting eliminated next sorta makes sense. Because you want to keep some heat in there. If you go and eliminate 2 heels from the start, the next one being Natalya, you have 3 faces and 1 heel in there. Or 3 faces and 2 heel. No. 3 faces and 1 heel. So you can't do that. You got to eliminate one of the faces next. So that makes perfect sense. I don't disagree with it. You keep Nikki in there because Carmella has to continue to get heat on Nikki. So I can understand why they decided to get rid of Naomi and not Nikki first as far as the faces. Carmella stayed in there. They're building Carmella. They're doing something serious with Carmella. And I know a lot of guys are probably down on why would they do something serious with Carmella when you have Alexa Bliss, who's better. And I agree with you on that. But Alexa Bliss has the ability to build herself because she's actually a good heel and she's a good wrestler. Whereas Carmella needs to be built. She wasn't getting the reaction that she should have been getting as a face. And I agree with that. She sucks as a face. I personally think that she's much better as a heel. And you have to elevate her in order to make her matter. Alexa Bliss, again, is one of those people that can elevate herself. She's going to be fine. Carmella needs the help. And that's why you have her in there with the Nikki Bella. But this part in the match that I just found stupid. Absolutely stupid. Natalya asked Carmella, "Hey, do you want to help? I got Nikki in the corner. Want to help?" Carmella's like, "Fuck yeah, mate." Goes into attack and instantly Natalya knocks Carmella's block off. And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why? Not only that, but also all of the pin attempt breakups. Why are we breaking up pin attempts? Stupid. If I'm in this match, I'm staying my ass outside while everybody else gets eliminated. Have all the pins you want. Pin everybody. I don't give a damn. I want to be there when it's over. And if you have the chance to pin somebody, fuck, I'll get on top of you and help you pin them. We got to get bitches out of here. Talk to me.
Brother Wiza.
Hey.
Come, may the 7 deities bless your gimmick stream. Also hashtag dicks out for Bray.
Dicks out for Bray. I hear you, man. The Harambe. That, yo, I love that. Yo, might have to make that a thing. Dicks out for Bray. Miz shouldn't have won. I'm so tired of Dolph Ziggler jobbing Miz. You're a whore. Wow. That's stupid. So let's continue on. From a match like this, these are simple things that don't make sense. And I think it was this match. I'm not sure, but I think it was this match. But even if it wasn't this match, I could equate what I want to say to this match. This is one of the things that I like when it comes to old school wrestling, right? And why I was such a fan of old school wrestling even before the Attitude Era, and why I watched and liked a lot of NWA and old WCW stuff, because there's ways to get heat that makes sense. One of the things is you could think of a Harley Race and Arn Anderson. You could think of an Ole Anderson. As a matter of fact, I know that this isn't what I wanted to use. I wanted to use this example later for another match now that I'm thinking about it, but it still makes sense. If you have the baby faces, cornered, or if you have someone pinned, you smarten up, and as heels, you put heat on that face. This Natalya thing with Carmella, where they have Nikki in the corner and you could just beat her down to a pulp, get some good heat on her, and eliminate her together. Why not do it? The crowd would hate it because, like, damn, they're not giving her a chance. Yada, yada, yada. This is something that Kevin Owens does a good job of today whenever he does it with Jericho. Or if he's in a situation like this, such as that Fatal 4-Way match, where it was him, Rusev, Balor, and Cesaro. Him and Rusev teamed up. We got to beat this face. Now, it's not single elimination, so we have to kind of turn on each other. But Kevin Owens gets it. Let's outnumber these people so that we can get the win. Or we can eliminate the competition. Here in this women's match, no one did that. And when they have the opportunity to do that, they don't do it. They turn on each other instead of helping each other. Why? It's single elimination. Everybody can be eliminated. What the fuck? That's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. And that, again, that's one of the reasons why I like old school wrestling, because they would do shit like that. And it used to piss me off so much because I'm like, stop fucking cheating. Stop cheating. And that's just how it was. No one cheats anymore. Except for The Miz, and we're going to get to The Miz because that guy wrestled a brilliant match tonight. But it's like, come on, where's the cheating? Like, no one cheats anymore. And if you do cheat, you're not cheating on the duration of the match. You may cheat for the finish. Or you may cheat for one spot. No, I need guys and gals to cheat throughout the match to get some heat on the match. It makes sense. Why aren't we doing that these days? It's fucking retarded. Now, again, I don't disagree with the order of eliminations and who was eliminated and who won. With the match coming down to Carmella and Becky, kind of weird, but again, I kind of understand based on how the sequence of eliminations had to go and how you had to keep certain people in the match. Now, once it got down to Carmella and Becky, you know who's fucking winning the match. And I said in my prediction video, and I also said like a week ago, hell, I said when this match was announced, Carmella and Nikki cancel each other out. They're going to have their feud going forward. They don't need the belt. They're going to have their feud, which is supposed to be set up to build Carmella, which of course Nikki's going to win the first match. Let's just get that out of the way. Naomi, they really don't have anything in place for her right now. As a matter of fact, I would like to see Naomi go against Natalya, and have that go on for a little bit, and maybe go Alexa Bliss. I don't know. Maybe they'll just have Becky kick the shit out of Alexa Bliss until Eva Marie comes in and take the title off of her in her very first appearance back. I'm okay with this match. Okay. Did I think it was a good match? No. Did I think it was just a tad under decent, but I do like the post-match interview that Becky had. She beat Carmella with the disarmer. And real quick, I do like that Carmella, when she beat Nikki, you know, like she was still talking her shit, and then Nikki just smacked the shit out of her and left. And as Carmella's beating on Becky, she's just still talking shit about Nikki. It's like she is obsessed with Nikki. So obsessed to the point where she's not even paying attention to the other person that she's beating up on. It was funny. But Becky's interview afterward was pretty good. It felt pretty genuine, but at the same time, you could tell she wrote this motherfucker down and was ready for this post-match interview. Well deserved by Becky. She's been put through a shit ton, and now finally she is the first, or the SmackDown's
Every day. Every night. All the time.
The USOS new attire is...
Wait, what? Did we just like, we just not gonna finish what, we're not gonna finish what he was saying? The Usos, from G-Man, the Usos new attire is fire. Dicks out for Bray. Good Lord. Alright. Oh, wait, there we go.
The Eva Marie though, hashtag Pudwisa over hashtag dicks out for Bray.
You actually spelled Wise in the correct way, and she actually pronounced it the right way. That's a first. That's definitely a first. Okay, let's continue on with what we got going on here. We are still nearing oh no, we were nearing 500 before. Now we're at 600 folks in here. Thank you guys all for coming. No, we're over 600. Thank you guys all for coming through, hanging out with me as we review this pay-per-view. Rhyming accidentally. I just need one of you guys to leave whatever support you can on the video by dropping a like. Just one person to drop a like on this video. That's all I ask for. I already did my due diligence. You can be better than the other few hundred people that's not doing it. You be the guy to do it, and you're good in my book. Continuing on. Good opportunity for Becky there to become the SmackDown's first ever women's champion. Definitely deserves it, and I am interested in seeing what she does with her run, even though she's going to drop it to Eva Marie. Moving along. Our next match we got this. I think was this next? Was this the next match? Let me come over here. Was this next with the Usos? Was this next? Yep, it was next. Usos versus the Hype Bros in a second chance match. And I'm going to say this because Osiris won't. He's not ever going to give anything relating to Mojo Rawley and the Hype Bros any credit whatsoever. I'm going to say that this was a good match from both sides. This was a good match from both sides. I got a small little nitpick about the Usos. This was a good match from both sides. Let me get my nitpick out of the way. The Usos. Now, they're transitioning from baby faces to heels. Now, I understand that. I love their entrance. Their music is still the same, but they just come out as like hard asses, like, like just mean, just, like they're walking, ain't none of that jumping shit. They're wearing black, like all black with the white hoodies. One got the hood on, one got the hood. Like they just look like they need to put on like bandanas and carry around chains and fucking bats and shit like that. They just look like thugs. And I liked it. It's a different feel. It was definitely a different feel, definitely a different look for them. Do they need to change the music? I don't think they need to change the music, but I can see a new music change helping. I could definitely see one helping them. Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder, man, they wrestled a good match. They had a lot of good energy. The spots that they had made sense. The way they were able to fight off the Usos multiple times made sense. The outside the ring stuff with Mojo Rawley just like a bat out of hell, a battering ram to the Usos made sense. It felt like these guys were out of control. Like you couldn't control them for a while. And the Usos needed to get heat on them. And that, again, I don't think if I said it yet, but that's the problem that I had with the Usos in this match. Is the simple fact that I don't know if they don't know how to, or maybe they just didn't think about it. As heels, you have to get heat. And this is a WWE problem. And I see no one in the WWE bubble that does this correctly except the Revival. From the start of a match, they're looking to get heat on something. Whether it be the tag team, whether it be the crowd, whether it be a body part, whether it be the ref, they're looking to pull heat from somewhere. And that's what the Usos didn't do in this match. Granted, they didn't play toward the crowd, but they didn't put any heat on the crowd. They didn't take advantage of a Zack Ryder or a Mojo Rawley, like corner them off until like the later half of the match. They didn't do it from the beginning. They didn't necessarily shield off the ref or, blind the ref or anything like that. The Usos just didn't get any heat on anything until the later half of the match. But once they did get heat on something and they slowed the match down, perfect. They were absolutely perfect. This is an Usos that I can get behind because they took off the paint. They took off all that colorful shit. No nonsense, guys. They looked the part. And when they slowed down the match, they acted the part. They looked like the superior team. They looked like a team to be reckoned with. They looked legit. And I'm just watching them like... Because y'all know how I feel about the Usos. I don't fuck with the Usos. I can't stand the Usos. But as heels, I didn't think they would be able to make it work. But they were able to make it work once they slowed the match down to their new pace. And I liked it. So it was a complete contrast between styles with the Hype Bros and the Usos. And again, I enjoyed the match a whole lot. We're finished here, right? The finish was the Usos getting heat on Zack Ryder's leg at the end of the match. And then one Uso holding Zack Ryder up in place for the other Uso to come off the top ropes with, I guess, their new finisher, where he just comes off and fucking curb stomps the guy's leg. And I might have to watch it back, but I think that he kicked the wrong leg. I think he kicked the opposite leg of the leg that he was getting heat on. Might just be a me thing. I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it again. And that was the end of the match. And there were some people saying that the Usos are, need to be repackaged as JTG. Not JTG, but Crime Time. We have JTG being JEYTG. And I forgot how you managed to put Shad's name into with the other Uso. But yeah, shout out to you guys. Let's go on to the next match. Our next match was... I swear, if Osiris doesn't give this match credit, I might have to stop watching him. This, my friends, and this is coming from some... Y'all know I don't give a fuck about these two guys. I don't give a fuck about these two guys. I damn sure don't give a fuck about Ziggler. And I've been sour on The Miz for years. But I've been saying it for a few months now. Miz has been starting to grow on me because of his ability to get natural heat. And maybe I should have caught on to this being the match of the night before the match even started. 1 second. Okay. Get closer to the mic and whisper it. The way this started out, Woof Ziggler comes out, does his whole entrance, cool. Now it's time for The Miz, but they don't hit his music. They show him backstage with Daniel Bryan, pretty much cutting the same promo that he cut when Daniel Bryan left on Talking Smack. He made sure that Daniel Bryan heard what it was that he had to say, because he pretty much repeated what he said once Daniel Bryan left. But he also added on, if you don't think I'm a good champion, now I'm not quoting but paraphrasing here, if you don't think I'm a good champion, I'm going to prove it.
How do you say sniff in Portuguese, Brazil?
Is that legit? Did he hate me? Is that a legit thing? What happened before this match? I was watching the game. You missed a pretty I would say a good tag team match. I'm not gonna say great. It was a really good tag team match that you missed with Usos and Hype Bros, and you missed a women's match that I personally think was booked bad. But that's all you missed before this match. So Miz is like, yo, my stock is about to rise. And I am your Intercontinental Champion. I have the most prestigious title on this brand. And I think I need to be treated as such. You guys need me here. I am your champion. Your most prestigious champion. Now, while it could be a little bit delusional, it makes sense because on SmackDown, that is the most prestigious title that they've had, or that they have, because the world title just came, last year? Or 2 years ago? And now you have the women's title, which is new, the tag team titles, which is new, the Intercontinental title is the most prestigious title that they have. So he uses certain phrases like that to work in his favor. And being that he's holding it, they need him. All legit. So he's like, since you guys need me, and the disrespect that I'm getting around here, I think it's about time we change that. My stock is going to rise. We need to renegotiate my contract. And after this match, my price is going up. And then they hit his music. And he puts on his glasses. And he's like, that's my time to go. I'm like, yo, that shit was clean as fuck. I've said this for a good while now. Miz is the best at backstage segments. He is the best. Bar none, he is the best when it comes to backstage segments. Especially in this role. And when he did this, I'm like, yo, that shit was clean as fuck. They hit his music and he puts on his gimmick shades. And him and May Reese, they bounce. They get up out of there. And this whole time, here's what this segment did. It elevated this match. It elevated Miz. And not only that, but the most important thing that it did for the fans and the audience that was there live, and the audience that was there that had to watch this with Woof Ziggler, it put heat on Miz because it was a waste of time. Woof Ziggler came out and now he has to stand there and watch. And the crowd has to stand there and watch rather than, all right, let's just get these two in the ring so we can start the match. No, you are going to fucking wait. I loved it. I loved it. I just fucking loved the way this started. And we didn't even get to the match yet. But that right there should have told me that we are probably going to get a pretty good match. And it didn't, because I didn't think that The Miz could deliver a good match. Granted, Woof Ziggler was in there, and that helped a lot. But I always say it takes two to tango. Unless you're in a match in which you make Khali look good. If you do that, good fucking luck to you. You the man. But this, by far, is the best match The Miz has ever performed in. The best. I can't think of a single thing that Miz did wrong. I can't think of one. I can't think of a single thing that Ziggler did wrong. Can't think of one. Miz dominated this match. He had a ton of heat spots. And he wrestled this match as a champion. I like when my champions are dominant. I like when my champions are putting heat on something. I like when my champion looks like a fucking champion. You guys know I've been saying this for a long time now. I absolutely love it. He put Heat on Wolf's leg, and he kept that heat there. Kept it there. Because Wolf likes to go for that kick. We all know it. He loves to go for that kick. So what are we going to do? We're going to take that leg away from you. We're going to take it outside. I'm going to play dirty. Miz plays dirty. Finally! Somebody playing fucking dirty. And not only that, but it was a match that was believable. Was there a ton of high spots? No. And I, for one, don't care for high spots. I like to see a match that makes sense. I like to see a match that tells a story. And also, you guys don't really hear me mentioning this. Commentary on this match put this match over big time. JBL put this match over big time. Morrow put this match over big time. Even Otunga put this match over big time. As they told the story of Ziggler. All right. What you got, RBI?
Why is it going forward? How will you book No Mercy? Plus Vince likes rehashing everything. We can't come up with a new PPV.
Pay-per-view. How would I book No Mercy? We'll probably have to come to that another day. Maybe we could talk about that on Tuesday. Maybe, I don't know, if I review the shit. Rhyno and Slater won. Yes, spoiler alert. AJ Styles won. Spoiler alert. Let's see. SmackDown commentary is usually asked to. Did you say something before that? The Ninja? The Ninja never says anything positive. That's why he gets banned so much. He never says anything positive. Commentary put over the story of Ziggler pretty much going through hard times. He can't seem to get a win, or he can't close the deal. He's not being himself. He can't get over the hump. Like, just building that sympathy for him, but at the same time, also building something that can come in the future. I think that this was personally setting up to build on Ziggler's emotions, and I think we're going to get that heel turn. Miz, on the other hand, the commentary, again, putting over the fact that Miz is being overlooked. The fact that Miz has been champion for a while, and then you have Otunga contrasting that by saying, well, yeah, he's out doing movies, he's out on the red carpet, he's out doing stuff outside of the WWE, which extends his title run. They're saying things that make sense, and then you have Morrow, who's doing the play-by-play, which just brings it all together. I loved commentary in this match. It's as if Vince got in their ear and said, this is the match that we need to put over. This one right here. Because we're building something with The Miz. And we're building something with Wolf. They're going to go off into their own separate lanes probably after this. Well, the finish, maybe not. But they're going to go off, and they may go off into their own separate things. But a lot of setup happened with this match. A lot of setup happened with the commentary of this match. And it was just such a brilliant fucking match, man. If there's any match that you would have to go out of your way to watch off of this pay-per-view, it's definitely this match. Definitely this match. I can't say a bad thing about it. I can't say a single bad thing about this match. The match finish came where Miz had Wolf in the figure 4, because finally, all right, I worked on your leg long enough. Let's take your leg out. Because Ziggler went for a super kick, he missed it, and then once he missed it, that's when he didn't miss it. He actually got attacked out of it. Miz went for the leg, and then he put that heat on the leg with the figure 4. Wolf gets to the ropes. They have to break it. Ziggler did some shit, I don't remember, but Miz going right back on the attack, went right back to that leg, get some more heat on that leg. They transition out of it, in which they're both standing, and now Wolf does land a super kick, a quick, swift super kick. Miz kicks out. They somehow get tangled up in the ropes. Marie sprays Wolf in the face with some water, some mist, and was it a skull crushing finale? Or was it a roll up? No, he beat him. He beat him straight up. I think it was skull crushing finale that he beat him with. Anywho, another thing that needs to be said that made this match so brilliant. So brilliant. I don't know why I haven't said it yet. Miz taking shots at Daniel Bryan throughout the entire first half of this match by performing his moveset. Miz used Daniel Bryan's moveset throughout the entire first half of this match. I don't know what's going to happen here with these two. Something serious is being cooked up, and I like it a whole fucking lot. They are cooking up something vicious with Miz. I just need to see. I'm excited to see where this shit goes. I'm also excited to see who the fuck is booking this shit with the Miz, because everything that's been going on, with the exception of him losing to Randy Orton on SmackDown, ever since he got to SmackDown, he's just been ever since Talking Smack, he's been brilliant. He's been brilliant. The guy just knows how to get heat. I fucking love it. I can't believe I'm saying this. I fucking love it. Just give me shit that makes sense that I can sink my teeth into, and I'm sold. I'm fucking sold. Our next match. Oh boy. Oh boy. Check the WWE website. It says the WWE title is retired. Did AJ Styles rename the title to the face that runs the place belt? Like, what happened here? Miz versus Kota Ibushi at WrestleMania put it over. No, stop. Let's see. I want to actually go over to WWE and see what you guys are what he's talking about as far as that, because that actually doesn't even make sense. You have AJ Styles. I don't see anything about a retired title. Yeah, I don't see anything like that. Nothing like that. Yeah, I don't see anything like that. We have over 700 people in here watching the Gimmick live stream review. Thank you guys all for being here. As a show of support, it would greatly help if just one of you guys drops a like on the stream. You can show the other 700 or so people that they are not trying to put over the Wiser. Let's talk about this right here. Because there was something smart that happened beforehand. It was between one of the matches where Bray was seen backstage just demolishing Randy Orton's leg by slamming it over and over into the door. And I said, oh, finally, a backstage segment where somebody's attacked before the match and softens a guy up. Why don't we ever see that? And quickly on Twitter, people were saying, well, Randy Orton hasn't been cleared to wrestle. And I'm like, well, good thing I haven't read any dirt sheets or seen any news, because it felt good to me to actually see that without it being spoiled. There you go. All right. So let's have a talk. Drink some more. So, instead of Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt had a match with Kane. Randy Orton was unable to wrestle. Bray Wyatt lost the match. And so quickly did I get so many tweets at WyzerNow, WYZA-NOW on Twitter. Follow me. As a matter of fact, for those of you who are new that aren't following me on Twitter, right? Here's what I'm going to do as a service to you guys, to put you guys over right now. I am going to go on to Twitter, and I am going to follow back the first 10 people that I see follow me right now. So I quickly got a lot of tweets that said, we're going to get a eulogy from Wiser for Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's just buried. They just don't know what the fuck to do with this guy. They keep beating him. Eulogy incoming. And I feel ya. I absolutely do. And I think it's warranted. Because I took out the shovel and I unburied this guy. I dug up his grave. And I brought him back to life. Was it premature? Yes and no. Premature because shit still happens. And no because, well, they were going to go in a direction with him. It was clear as day, but he ended up getting hurt and that fucked it up. So, to that, I say this. Oh, hey, I see the new followers. I'm gonna follow each and every one of y'all. As a matter of fact, no, let me cut my promo right quick. Let me cut my promo right quick. To that, I say this. As viewers and fans of professional wrestling, you, the fans, deserve more than what you're getting from WWE. When it comes to booking characters, especially characters that can generate a lot of money. You, the fans, deserve more when it comes to how predictable the WWE can be. You, the fans, know when things just aren't right and things can be much better. When things are so simple that they can be much better. You, the fans, are not stupid. You, the fans, are smart and you know what you like and you know what you want. Let me assist you, the fans, with what you want. You, the fans, like unpredictability. You, the fans, like when things are booked correctly. You, the fans, like to be swerved. You, the fans, enjoy good quality entertainment. Which is why I am here to tell you there will be no eulogy. You will never in your life be able to fucking predict me. There is no eulogy going on tonight. Now, I could have made one. But the fan will never be able to book what it is that I do. I run this show around here. This is my show. Was there a eulogy coming? No. Why? Well, because fuck WWE. I've given up on giving a fuck about Bray Wyatt. So I'll just watch his matches as if I'm watching Dolph Ziggler's matches. But what I would not do is have you be able to predict what I do. It's not going to happen tonight. It's not going to happen the next day. It's never going to happen. You won't predict me. And that is what you enjoy. That is what makes me great. That is what sells tickets. Unpredictability. The inability for you to be able to write my stuff. Because I don't even write my stuff. I just shoot from the hip. Now, let me follow back these people that just followed me on the gimmick Twitter. All right, here we go. Hey, I know you fucking, I see you names. All you fuckers just unfollowed me and followed me back. Y'all not slick. I see what you all did there. But, man of my word, I am going to follow back. Well, fuck it. 21 people followed me. I'm just going to follow back all 21 of you. I said 10, but fuck it. 21 of you are going to get this follow back. Let's see. Oh, there are some names I don't know. All right, here we go. So, since I am not burying, oh my God, I'm actually about to follow an egg. Since I am not about to bury the Bray Wyatt, I am all for dicks out for Bray. Dicks out for Bray. I'm all for the dicks out for Bray movement. Because what the fuck is WWE do? Why? Here's where they went wrong. I'm still following people back, by the way. I'm still following folk back. I got a few more to follow. Hold up. Two more I gotta follow. Hold up. Come on. All right, and the last one. Bam. Followed everybody. So, here's where they fucked up from the beginning with Bray. With the Randy Orton thing. Bray comes out and they say Randy Orton can't compete. Instantly, Bray says that he wants a count out. And he wants to get his win that way. I disagree with that. I completely disagree with that. Because that is a heel taking a coward's way out. Bray, since when the fuck are we booking Bray as a coward? Since when are we doing that? How about we do this? Let me rebook this. Let me book Bray going forward. Here's what Bray should have done. The ref or the doctor comes out and he says, Randy can't compete tonight, so we gotta call a match off. But Shane says that he will compete tonight, and it's going to be against Kane. So let the crowd know that I just told you all of this. So, here's where that's what they did. Here's what Bray should have done. Instead of saying, give me a count out, here's what he should have done. Get the mic, because Bray loves to talk. How about you grab the mic and just go old school style on him? And he says, no, Randy, get your ass out here. Hobble your ass out here. I crippled you in the back, and I don't give a damn. Be man enough to come in this ring and face a monster. Get your ass out here now. And face your fear. I'm waiting. And let Bray do the count. I'll give you to the count of 10 to hobble your crippled ass out here. And he counts down to 10. And as they count down to 10, they do the gimmick bell salute. Like when someone dies, they do that bell ring. Ding, ding, ding. All of this works for Bray's character. Now, after they count to 10, oh, I see. Maybe I was a little too hard on you, Randy. But I can't leave the fans unhappy. Completely sarcastic. I can't leave the fans unhappy. No. How about, since I am in such a good mood tonight for you guys. Comes sarcastic again. And I am in such tip-top condition to strike fear into everyone here. Send me out another guinea pig. Send me out another loser that you have back there. Send me out somebody that thinks they knows the ways of this world. Send me out someone who thinks they're not brainwashed. And I'll cripple them too. And then you hit Kane's music. Get some fucking heat on Bray. Why is this so hard? Why is this so hard? I don't know why this is so hard. I don't know why this is so hard. Don't know why it's so hard. And then they go and they have a no DQ, no holds barred match. Okay. The match itself, I was okay with it. Should there have been a bit more violence? Maybe a little bit more, but there was some. There was weapons used. Bray got heat during this match on Kane. Bray has Kane beat. Randy Orton hobbles his ass out there. Kane sits up. Now Bray is in between Randy Orton and Kane. Bray takes an RKO. Randy Orton floats out of the ring as if he's Kenji on a carpet. And then he takes a choke slam. Or was it some type of tombstone? I believe it was a choke slam. 1, 2, 3. The end. I will say this. I see it in the chat. Bray should quit and join WWE and join TNA to decay. Absolutely. Well, not the quit WWE part, but TNA does Bray's storyline or does Bray's character better than Bray does. TNA does a better job at portraying Bray's character and Bray's stable/faction better than WWE does. Presented better than WWE does. And that's just off the little bit that I've seen from TNA. How we get here? Here's a guy that can make you money. Yet you have TNA doing a better job with that character than you're doing. What the fuck? How? They even went and ripped off the gimmick, delete match gimmick. What the fuck? It's just so, it's sad. It's sad that at every chance they get, they make sure to remind you that Bray is a fucking loser. He could be one of their top. I personally think, at this day and age, Bray can be top 3 money generators in the WWE. Now, I'm not talking about merch. I'm not talking about DVD sales. I'm not talking about that. But just the simple fact, the simple ability to put heat on something in which it makes you want to see the babyface prevail. But they won't do it. He doesn't get heat on anything. He doesn't get heat on anyone. He can't put asses in seats if they don't fucking let him. What the fuck are they thinking? This is just fucking ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. I would rather have TNA book Bray Wyatt for WWE. I would rather have TNA do it. Because they clearly, WWE clearly does not know what the fuck to do with a... As a matter of fact, I understand why they don't know how to book Bray Wyatt. It's because, and it's simple as day, to Vince McMahon, everything is a fucking joke. Everything. Anyone that comes into WWE, if you weren't a joke before, oh, we're going to get a laugh out of you now. That's what's wrong with Bray Wyatt. Vince McMahon no longer knows how to book characters. Vince McMahon books comedy acts. It needs to fucking stop. It just fucking needs to stop. How do we get interested in guys when this shit is going on? No one gets... So then we get back to this. Usos versus Slater and Rhyno. Let me preface this by saying it's not because of the outcome. But I didn't enjoy this tag team match as much as I enjoyed the match with them in the Hype Bros. Granted, they kept Health Sledgehammer in there and they got some decent heat on them. It wasn't vicious, and I would like for it to have been more vicious heat. But they kept them cornered off. This time, corner heat. Shield the referee. Don't play off to the fans. Build heat with the fans. Absolutely. But I just want to see these guys get more rugged, more vicious. But Like I said in my prediction video, maybe they're saving that for the revival. But if these guys are tournament, get Vicious in there. Get Vicious in there. I love the way the Usos slows down the match. I absolutely love it. Facial features. I like it. I like it a whole lot. In the story in this match was Rhyno getting the hot tag. Can we get to this hot tag? I would have liked to have seen them cut off Heath so much to the point where he can't tag in and then just beat him. And you never get your hot tag because Heath. No hot tag for you. You're dead. But we got to get the gimmick hot tag. Rhyno comes in. He's spearing and goring folks. Well, he's not goring. He's just beating up on folks. Uso throws Rhyno into the corner. Health Sledgehammer, who's been getting worked on the entire match, tags himself back in. And instantly, Morrow mentions, because yes, I actually paid attention to commentary tonight. Morrow mentions, why the fuck is this guy tagging himself in? He's been getting his ass kicked the whole match. Paraphrasing into my own words. But he's been getting his ass kicked the whole match. Why is he tagging himself back in? He doesn't know what he's doing. And he comes in like a bat out of hell, as if he just got the hot tag. I'm like, the fuck? Like, how? Why? And he's a bat out of hell. Rhyno comes in, gores a guy. Uso rolls out. Rhyno rolls out. And another thing that this time JBL did this, he protected the faces. He says, Rhyno wasn't the legal man. Rhyno got out of there. The ref didn't see it. The ref didn't see it. The ref didn't see it. Actually, he didn't protect Rhyno. He protected the ref, which is what he should have did. He protected the ref. The ref didn't see it. Because that could be seen as heat on faces, and that wouldn't make sense. So he protected the ref. And they get the 3 count and win. Granted, the Usos are going to beat them very soon and take those titles off of them. But I guess they got the win just so that Heath can get the contract. And yeah, there you have it. I wasn't excited for this match. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I don't know why I was not excited for this match. I just wasn't. I don't know. This match just didn't do it for me. And I'm going to move on to what is our main event match. Not this one. Our main event match. The Dean Ambrose and the AJ Styles. The guy that has made a living off of beating up John Cena. And this man has been saying all night that AJ sucks. Okay, we're finally to AJ. Are you finished or are you done? Are you happy or not? You got your opinions out. Fuck AJ, yada, yada, yada. Boo hoo hoo. You mad. Because AJ won. Let's talk about this. Dean is a mid-carder. Dean's a mid-carder. They positioned him here as the man. They positioned him as the face. Not the face, but the top guy. They gave him a run. They tried. And someone tweeted this to me. They said, why does the champion feel like the underdog? Or why does the champion feel like the challenger? And the answer is simple. It's because the actual challenger knows what it's like to present himself as a champion, knows what it's like to be a champion, and knows how to carry himself as a champion. He knows how to make himself a big deal. AJ Styles. He's been the champion everywhere he's gone. Everywhere he's gone. He's been the guy. And it was apropos, like it needed to happen. Apropos that AJ wins this title. Because the other guy, Dean, just watching him in this match, he didn't feel like the champion. He didn't feel like a champion. Dean might need to either be in a tag team, or he just might need to work on. He has to work on his ring work. He really does. He has to work on. I don't want to say psychology because he's actually pretty decent with that. His ring work sucks. I watched this match and I legitimately thought to myself, AJ Styles can put on a good match with anybody. And from start to finish, this wasn't a good match. This wasn't a good match. I felt like AJ was trying to pull something out of Dean that Dean just didn't have. Somebody needs to work with Dean, because I understand the whole lunatic fringe thing. I understand you don't know what he's going to do. I understand you don't know how to beat this guy because he's so crazy and wacky. You never know what he's going to do. He's unpredictable. I get that. But at the same time, he looks sloppy as fuck. He just looks sloppy. What are Dean's strengths when it comes to ring work? Whatever those strengths are, whatever they may be, he needs to work on those and stick to those. Find his lane in the ring and stay in that lane. That might be one of the reasons why WWE reduces guys to their 5 moves of doom. You find those 5 moves that you can do well and you stick with that. They need to put that formula with Dean, because that guy's just all over the place and it just looks sloppy. Your champion should never look sloppy. Ever. That's why one guy looked the part and felt the part, and the other guy felt like a challenger. That's why. Because your champion should not look sloppy. Your champion should be on top of his game at all times. Your champion should feel like a champion, not like an unpredictable guy. Because the unpredictable guy is usually the challenger. Because it gives the champion an obstacle. But the roles are reversed. Dean needs work. And I said it before. Maybe, just maybe, if they turn this guy heel and they get rid of all his comedy bullshit and they strip down his mindset on how he wrestles so that he can fine-tune whatever it is that he's strong at and stay in his lane and use those particular moves. Cut out those stupid-ass facial features that he gives, like, what the fuck is he doing that shit in the ring for? Why is he making these silly-ass faces? Dean is no longer champion for several reasons. That might be one of them. Another one might be he's been losing a lot of steam. Another one is maybe he just doesn't know how to carry himself as the man. He's just not. He's just not. Again, maybe he needs to be in a tag team. Maybe Dean needs a faction around him that he's the leader of, that he could be the mouthpiece for. But as a singles competitor and your top guy, it's not for Dean. It's just not. And AJ completely showed him up and showed him why he's not the man. May sound like I'm hard on Dean, but at least I gave some solutions in my criticisms. I'm not just going to shit on somebody and not give any solutions on what can be improved. Granted, this will never be seen by WWE or Dean Ambrose himself. I just want to make sure that I'm not like a complainer that doesn't give solution when I see a problem. So, let me see the chat. The first thing I see in the thank you to whoever, the RBI, thank you. Make him the extra violent heel, maybe. I would say yes, because we know what Dean can do outside of WWE. Those are his strengths. That gritty, psychotic, crazy Dean that fights instead of wrestles. That's the Dean. That's good. This Dean is not. So absolutely. I missed that comment. I'm just reading a couple of comments. We'll go to 12:30 and then we'll be done. Dean about as good as Wiser at live streaming. Yeah, that's about right. I suck at it, which is why you're here. Let's see. Dean, wait, what? Where? I just saw something about Dean being decent. Dean is decent. AJ is just on a way higher level. No, I've been saying Dean is not good for a while now before he even wrestled AJ. I've been saying Dean's not good for about a year now. Since his stuff with Kevin Owens, I've been saying he's not good. Dean is still better than AJ. I agree. Try to say it with a strained face. WWE is fucking with Dean, plain and simple. Watch Stone Cold's podcast. That goes into... Who said that? Oh, hey! Layla name. Hold up. Time out. Is that another woman? Hold up. Wait. Oh, that might be another woman. Hold up. Wasn't Stone Cold not a good wrestler either? You couldn't be any further from correct. That's wrong as hell. That is extremely wrong. Watch Stone Cold before the neck surgery, and you have a complete wrestler. Watch Stone Cold before WWE, and you have a complete wrestler. As a matter of fact, before the neck surgery, Stone Cold was more so known for his wrestling than his theatrics. Once he had his neck surgery, he had to dial it back. And he had to change things up. And he had to slow things down. Stone Cold was a great fucking wrestler. But he couldn't be anymore. So, he had to find strengths that put him over in a different way. Which is pretty much what I'm saying about Dean. Find strengths and stick to that. Stone Cold had to tone down his moveset. He had to wrestle a lot more safe. Sure, he kept taking chair shots, but he always protected himself. Anytime he took a chair shot to the head, hands up, don't shoot. Stone Cold was a really good wrestler, and once he had his surgery, he had to find other strengths, and he prevailed with that. Let's see. AJ Styles versus Nakamura. Wrestle Kingdom 10. Here's your answer. Shut up, I don't want to see your face, but you're here. But Roman is better than Dean and AJ because he beat both of them for the championship and won. Roman's better than Dean is in the WWE style of wrestling. Yes, I agree. We got 5 more minutes of questions that I'm going to do. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to put over I'm going to put over my gimmick one more time. On Twitter, follow me on the Twitter, at WiseNow. Once again, I'm going to follow the first... How many people am I following right now? All right, 145. I'm going to follow the first 5 people that I see follow me right now. Overall, the pay-per-view, I felt as though it was better than average. I felt it was a little bit better than average. That fucking Miz and Ziggler match was fucking great. Excuse me. It was a really good match. That tag team match with Hype Bros and the Usos, really good match. AJ Styles and Dean, I gotta go decent. The women's match, decent for the women or the divas. We just didn't get any bad. My goodness, I'm so gassy. We didn't get any bad, like, oh my god, I don't want to see this shit on my screen. We didn't get any of that. Even the Bray and Kane match was pretty good. until the finish. Like, I don't, when I see a finish, I don't look at the finish and I say, oh, that match sucked because of it. No, I look at the match as a whole. All these matches were decent to at best very good. Miz and Ziggler toted that line of extremely fucking good. CM Punk. All right, we'll do a little bit of CM Punk talk before we leave. One of the things that was delaying me from starting the stream earlier, I was looking for my CM Punk shirt because I was gonna put this guy over the entire show. CM Punk got his ass kicked. Hold up, let me lean this way. All right, yeah. See, I watched it, and oh my God, was somebody outmatched? This man, Mickey Gall, was on CM Punk. You know how the saying goes, on somebody like white on rice. That motherfucker was glued to CM Punk. And as I'm watching this, while they take it to the ground, I'm seeing CM Punk throw like little patty punches. I'm looking at this like, do not throw no WWE punches at no UFC fighter. So he's throwing them little patty punches, and Mickey is like, I think Mickey legitimately looked at Punk like, and just started whamming this dude. I'm like, ref gonna have to stop this. You don't mount somebody and just start wailing on them like that. And I mean connecting too. If you seen CM Punk's face after the match, it was wild. CM Punk's face, he finally got his cauliflower ear, which pretty much means welcome to real fighting or professional fighting, because now you got your ear. You're introduced to this. He got his ass kicked. Mickey Gall, just the way he looked, to me at least, that man looks like Punk was in the ring with the wrong motherfucker. They wanted to give him somebody that was young and mildly inexperienced. I think they picked the wrong guy, because Mickey Gall looks like a serious fucking problem that was in there with a sparring dummy. What does it do now? Before I talk about what it did for the business, let me say this as well. I wanted to wear the CM Punk shirt for this review for a simple reason of, that's a guy that went into the octagon. And I'll continue to say it. We're wrestling fans. And even though CM Punk left us as wrestling fans, he left it because of how things were going. That's not on us. That's on WWE. We always say this. A lot of guys should fucking leave because they're not being treated correctly. But that was a huge part of the reason why he left. Another part of the reason that he left was to chase a dream. His dream was a very brutal dream that most people just talk shit about, but wouldn't dare step in that fucking octagon. They wouldn't dare do it. And he did it. Man up for that. And this is where I sour on the guys that are in the wrestling industry. Some of them. I watched the video that had Booker T, Stevie Ray, and MVP. I also seen a picture that Triple H posted where he has the UFC fight in the background and he just has the biggest smile on because Punk lost. That and what Booker T did and Stevie Ray, well, not Stevie Ray as much, but that and what Booker T did does not protect the WWE, doesn't protect the wrestling business. It doesn't make the WWE business or the wrestling business feel as strong. It's like, okay, you, Triple H, have a personal grudge with Punk. I understand that. Booker T, you don't. But you predicted that this guy would end Punk in about a minute. Okay. Protect the business somewhat. Find a way. Oh, that's my water bottle top. Find a way to put over a guy, CM Punk. Because let's not get this misconstrued. Whoever watched the UFC last night for Punk's fight, whoever watched it for Punk, watched it as a wrestling fan. We're looking at this like, all right, we are a wrestling fan watching somebody that does or did what we love watching as fans go in there against a fighter. And you gotta root for that because he's representing something that you watch. Something that you, even though WWE makes you pull your hair out and make you wonder why you're watching it, it's something that you love because you're here watching somebody review something that it pulls at you. So you have to go into this with interest in CM Punk because he comes from something that you love. Something that you like. And Triple H should be above what he did. But again, I understand the grudge there. But he's always said that if you look at Stone Cold's podcast, Triple H's thing was, I don't got no problem with Punk. Punk just seems a little bit different. Trying to go high road Jones. Well, why not go high road Jones here, the Triple H? Clearly lying. That's business though, right? You gotta lie in business. But Booker T, just completely inexcusable. Because he is just boasting. Oh, I called it. He lost in 2 minutes. I said he was going to lose in 2 minutes. And what happened? I told you he wasn't going to make it out of the first round. CM Punk is not cut out for this. Oh, he ain't going to never do this again. He ain't going to never step back in the octagon again. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? He's not in the professional wrestling business anymore. But again, he comes from what you do. He was brought up the same way you were brought up. He went through the same shit that you went through. And you bury one of your own. That was just fucking disgusting to me. That was absolute. We see a Brock Lesnar who goes in there and wrestles. In his first match, he got submitted as well in his first match. And was he criticized? Yes, by the UFC. Was he criticized by WWE? No, because they always knew that they wanted Brock back. So they didn't shit on him. They wouldn't dare shit on Brock. So then, Brock's preparing for his next his UFC fight, and he's in the WWE, and they are fucking kissing Brock's ass. Because he represents you, the WWE. He represents the wrestling business. And he represents all of us that watch wrestling and love it. We watched that Brock Lesnar versus Mark Hunt match, rooting for Brock because he performs, even though he's a fucking danger to the wrestling business today, he represented something that we love to watch. Because let's be frank, us as wrestling fans, we always, probably always is going to happen this way. We always have to defend ourselves to UFC fans because they are watching real fighting. We are watching entertainment. And they clearly don't get that. We're not watching WWE for a real fight. We're watching it to be entertained. So we're bringing in something that we enjoy, and we're watching it on a stage. It's like, all right, our guy is going to step in the ring with one of your guys. Our guy is going to step into the octagon with one of your guys. We like it for the entertainment factor. And when that UFC guy wins, oh man, that motherfucker should have stayed in wrestling. Should have stayed in pro wrestling. He ain't cut out for this. This ain't him. This is what happens when you go in there with a real fighter. No fucking shit. Our guys are entertainers. And you know what it fucking did? It elevated UFC. It brought in business for UFC. It brought in money for UFC that otherwise would not have gotten there. It elevated a young Mickey Gall last night, who otherwise probably would not have made it to that level, at least not this fast. And you know what Mickey Gall is now? He's a fucking contender because of how he showcased it himself, because of how he presented himself, and because of what he did with the limelight. Mickey Gall said it himself. He didn't think he would ever make it to the UFC roster, but he is now. Why? Because of fucking CM Punk, a guy who hasn't stepped into a single ring outside of practice in over 2 years. That is what WWE does for the UFC. That is what a Vince McMahon does for a UFC, who otherwise would not have gotten this money for a fucking Alistair Overeem fight. That many people would not have been watching that fight if it wasn't for the people that watched or wanted to buy this fight for CM Punk trickling over and watching that fight. Let's be fucking real. Granted, they have a Conor McGregor that could bring in huge money. UFC's handful of talent that could draw money is very small. Whereas WWE can bring in anybody and motherfuckers are going to watch. Why? For the simple fact of controversy. For the simple fact of, oh, our guy's going to beat up on a WWE guy. Yeah, it might happen. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to watch somebody that you never fucking heard of beat on one of our guys. That's called business. CM Punk brought in money for Dana White last night. Simple as fucking that. So, those UFC fans could kiss my fucking ass if they don't understand that. Those UFC fans can kiss my ass if they look at CM Punk and they say, he's shit. This is a guy, and he didn't deserve it. Sure, he did not deserve to be in a UFC pay-per-view off the bat. Absolutely not. Completely outclassed and outmatched. But money talks, and when money talks, business listens. If you're running a business and CM Punk comes walking into your business, you're going to sit there and tell me, oh, nah, you got to work your way. No, you're going to fucking cash in on this cash cow that's coming in. Fuck prestige. UFC has prestige. Fuck that. Money's coming in. Money coming in your door, you're going to fucking say, nah, I don't want that money. Fuck out of here. You want that money. And that's what CM Punk gave. That's what Brock Lesnar gives. Hell, even when Bellator has a Bobby Lashley match, 3 or 4 extra people might show up and watch the motherfucker. Those are called draws. When Batista wrestled, people actually watched it. I'm sorry, when he fought, people watched a Batista fight in MMA who would have otherwise never have watched it. It's so fucking simple. So what are my thoughts on CM Punk entering the octagon? That's my thoughts. He got his ass kicked. It was good for business. And what it also did, it protected UFC. UFC fans need to get their fucking heads out of their ass and understand what business is and understand, yes, you have fighters. And yes, you have guys that are going to come in there and take their shot. And they're going to get humbled. But please understand, and don't get this misconstrued. Us as WWE fans and WWE wrestlers, we're more worried about the entertainment side of things. That's why we watch. So that's all I got for tonight. I think I've went on long enough. You guys are sounding off in the comment section. I appreciate you all for being here. I hope I provided you guys enough entertainment. And a lot of you guys stayed for my CM Punk rant. I figured I'll probably never get the chance to talk about it, so what better chance than now? I'm out of here. I don't know what I'm going to do next. You know what? I might just turn on some Destiny and just chill and play the shit. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And for those of you who were saying, I predict that Wise is going to do a Raw review, I say you can't predict my material. You can't predict you can't predict my shit. Sure, you can predict that I'm going to do a show. But that's not predicting me. Me. And what makes me unique. And what makes you watch me. Bye.